Westworld was supposed to be the next Game of Thrones, but now no one even talks about it. It's become some kind of memory glitch in the timeline where everyone pretends it never happened. So let's reboot and review how this happened. Season 1. This is what we call a masterpiece. Everything about this season is perfect, from the mystery to the action to the writing to the acting. It's thrilling, thought-provoking, and visually stunning. It has the best start of any show in history. But then Season 2 happened and it started to go downhill. Time jumps. In Season 1, there's only one time jump and it's used perfectly to raise the stakes and keep you guessing. But then in Season 2, they start using them just for the sake of it. They would rather make a confusing mess than have a natural progression of events. Characters suddenly age years in a matter of minutes. We have characters who were born in the same year, but one of them is suddenly 20 years older. And this wouldn't have been an issue if the show didn't pretend that none of this is weird. You can tell the writers are trying to justify it by saying, well, time moves differently inside the park, but then why did you have them age in the real world then? And even if that was the case, why is it that only some characters age and others don't? It makes zero sense. Dolores. In Season 1, Dolores is a very interesting character. She's mysterious and complex with a great arc. But then in Season 2, she becomes a plot convenience machine. She instantly knows how to fly a plane even though she never learned that. She hacks into a computer system by simply touching it. And also, her body just magically heals from bullet wounds. Not to mention her creepy smile, which they just decided to make permanent. Themes. The first season of Westworld tackles some really interesting themes like consciousness, free will, and human nature. And you can tell they put a lot of thought into it because they managed to make the androids more human than the humans. But then Season 2 came around and they just kept recycling the same theme over and over again. Are robots capable of feeling emotions? Yes, they are. And guess what? It's not a good thing. The cancellation. Unfortunately, Season 3 was its final season. And honestly, I'm glad they canceled it because the writing was going downhill fast. But at the same time, I'm mad because it wasn't finished. And when a show gets canceled before its final season, the last season usually wraps up all the storylines. But that didn't happen here. We didn't get a proper ending. Some characters got their closure, but most of them didn't. And this wouldn't have been an issue if the show didn't leave us on such a massive cliffhanger. Like seriously, the very last scene of the show is a massive cliffhanger. They probably did it to force HBO to renew the show, but it backfired. So now, we're left with an ending that makes no sense whatsoever. I still recommend you watch Westworld because it's still one of the best shows out there. But if you're watching it for the plot, well, I'd say stop after Season 1 because everything that follows is a complete mess. Now, do you agree with my analysis? Do you think Westworld was a failure, or do you think it got better after Season 1? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I've been your host. And until next time, take care.